Hi, this is Jim from the myND Help Desk, and in this video, we're going to take a look at using Wrike when you start your migration process. So on the Monday when you begin your migration process, you'll receive an invite from your staff liaison to start using Wrike. And Wrike is the project management software that we use here for your whole migrations. So the email you're going to get is an invitation to use Wrike from your person. To get started, all you need to do is simply click on your accept invitation, and that'll take you over to Wrike and allow you to set up your account. Now, once you've set up your account, created your password, and you've logged into Wrike, you'll see a screen similar to this. This is Wrike. If your staff liaison has assigned you all your tasks, they will be in your starting inbox here, and you'll be able to see them all listed. They'll probably be bold with an exclamation point to let you know that you have new tasks. When that happens, you will probably also receive an email for each task. We apologize, but you can just delete those emails or mark them as notifications, reminders for things you need to do. So to move on from the My Inbox section, you can either click on these to view your tasks, or the easier one is to click on the My To Do at the top. From here, you can see all the tasks in one simple area to view. Now, if yours looks like this one, by default, only active tasks here at the top and by priority are selected. Now, instead of active tasks, I want to view all my tasks. So I'm going to click View All Tasks, which will allow us to see all the tasks regardless of their status listed on the right. And then instead of by priority, I want to change this to by date. So now we can see all the tasks we have coming up, all the due dates for those tasks, and that kind of keeps us on track while we go through our migrations. So the first thing you'll need to do is choose one of your tasks over here. And when you do that, you'll see that all our tasks stay in this center column. And on the right, it actually pulls up the task and the description for all the tasks and what it is. Now, you may also notice over here on the left in your task list that some of them have these little carrots, these little arrows. What that means is that a task will have subtasks in them, like these two here, which is no problem. When you have a task with subtasks, you can either click on the task itself to bring up another view of all the subtasks with any notes that may be underneath them, or you can simply click on the subtask itself to bring up the subtask. Now, on the left, you'll also notice that there's an image and a color pertaining to your account. So for example, I'm logged in. This is my club admin account, my test one. And you'll see that those ones are all assigned to me. So these are all the tasks I have assigned. If you notice that there are some tasks, such as the kickoff meeting with staff liaison, as well as your closeout meeting with your staff liaison, have other colors, that means that those are other people assigned to those tasks. So I'm going to scroll back up on the subtask here, and you'll see that myself is the staff liaison for this task, as well as Bridget. We are also on the help desk. So tasks that you have that are shared with your staff liaison, you do not have to complete when you're going through. So those they will take care of as you guys go through your kickoff meeting and your closeout meetings. To actually complete the task, what you need to do is once you're in the task, so for example, let's just choose the first one. This is the one that will be starting on Monday, which is just a reminder that no new content is going to be created in iModules. It's going to be your cutoff date so you can start learning the new platform. So once it's complete, it says check this task complete to confirm that you will not be adding new content. Perfect. All right, so to check it complete, we're going to come up here to the top where it says not started and just check the box as marked complete. Now we can see over here on the left that we have completed a task. Excellent. Moving on, let's say it's Tuesday and it's noontime and Eastern rather, and we watch the Zoom meeting. This is our kickoff training webinar, kind of introduces you to the platform. Or we can also mark this one complete, or we can mark this one if we want to set a reminder for ourselves. We can actually mark it to in progress or waiting on. If you wanted to, set yourself a reminder on Monday for Tuesday, completely up to you. So you can change that and you say, okay, well, tomorrow I know that I've got to do this task. And then when you complete it, you can also click complete. In your entire task list, if you don't want to see your completed tasks, simply filter down your all tasks back to only activated tasks. And then all the ones that you've marked complete will disappear from your list. So this might be helpful in you feeling like, hey, I'm knocking these things out, I'm getting them done, which is great. So the next thing I want to touch on is how to communicate with your staff liaison while you're going through some of these tasks, or if you're during the kickoff meeting, you want to, if you have questions that come up. So if you have questions, what you can either do is, of course, they'll always be available by email. However, we encourage you to use the Wrike platform. And so what you can do is in a task itself, over here on the right side, you'll see add, comment, mention, or text below. If we click into there, get our cursor down there, we can add an @ symbol by Shift 2, and then just start typing their name, and you'll see them pop up. So we can mention myself, we can mention Bridget, we can say this is a very cool video, smiley face, and send. Now, those two people you mentioned will get a notification in their inbox up at the top. So they'll see it on their version of Wrike. And likewise, if they mention you back, you'll also see it in your inbox, as well as receive an email letting you know that there's a conversation going on. The reason that we encourage you to use Wrike is because it saves all the conversation in one place, so everybody's on the same page and you don't lose emails with important information. So the next thing we're going to talk about is some of the information that you'll find here in Wrike. So for example, one of the tasks that we'll have later in the week, set for March 10th, is our due date. We don't have to wait until March 10th to get started on these. As you can see up here, we've got March 5th through March 10th. So as soon as we have our kickoff meeting and we get our admin rights to our brand new platform, we can come in and start doing some of these tasks. Now, in these tasks, you'll notice there's a lot of information, but there's also some links to how-to videos, frequently asked questions. If we come back up here in the build web pages, there are some suggested copies for clubs, classes, groups that you can use for your website. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the clubs one, just kind of show you that real quick. And here you can see some information that you can copy paste if you'd prefer. So an about section where you can customize with your specific club. Scroll down, you can see a little bit of copy and text for your board, activities, including camaraderie, community service, continuing education. So these resources are available for you guys to use as a guide if you want. And that's pretty much Wrike. It's everything in one location, easy to use. You can mention your staff liaison. They can mention you. You can communicate in one simple defined place. And while we do encourage you to take advantage of this and get familiar with it, if you start using it and you're like, okay, I know that I've got my tasks and I've got to check it complete, and I can mention, but there's just it's a little bit too much for me. We are here to help you with the migration. And so if you say that this is just too much for me, you can request maybe another way that's going to be easiest for you to get your tasks done and see them. So if you prefer email, please let your staff liaison know that you'd prefer to see these in a different form, and they can come in and just copy all of your information into another form, whether it's email, tasks, whichever would be easiest for you. However, as I mentioned, having all these links and suggested videos and how-to guides already hyperlinked in Wrike, it's probably going to be the best location for you. So you may be wondering, okay, we're done, easy to go. The last thing you need to remember that I should have touched on at the beginning, I apologize, is to get back to Wrike. Make sure to bookmark Wrike.com. It's simple as that, and you log in with your account that you created when you first signed in. And that's it.